Here we go. Hey everyone, it is, that sounds like a game show host. It is the 27th of October. It is almost the end of the month. Holy cow, you guys are blowing me away this month. We are doing so amazing. Numbers look good for a lot of you guys, and I'm just so impressed. It's been pretty easy in that Scentsy has given us a lot of things to share, so I'm thankful for that. By the way, I shared this with our some of our leaders already today. There have been hints or not sneak peeks, because we don't know what it is, but there have been hints to not only the warmer of the month dropping, of course, on November 1st, but also three new products that we don't know anything about yet on November 1st. That apparently is going to be huge. I have no idea what it is. They're teasing, the home office is teasing people in the director group. There's one particular person who's in charge of telling us things like that. Her name's Lacey. She works in the home office. She usually, if somebody guesses it correctly, she'll do like a side smile emoji, but she won't tell us what. So I'm going to go look through those comments, see if I can find some clues as to what in the world might be dropping on November 1st. So stay tuned, stay paying attention to not only our page, but of course the news tab, so that you guys can be on the lookout for that too. And you guys can also be telling your customers, you can maybe even sneak peek it like, hey guys, something, I have no idea what, but something's happening on November 1st. Okay. So, oh, we lost Miranda for a second. Oh, hopefully she comes back. All right, so today I wanted to share some things that I've been doing for the last 6 months, right? 6 months, that I think has been pretty beneficial to my business. COVID hit, right, about 6 months ago or so, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to be doing my home parties, and I knew that I needed a way to stay in touch, be on the mind of my customers, not just on social media. But not all my customers are constantly on social media. A lot of them are, but not everybody is. So I thought, I've tried it in the past and it didn't work for me. I wasn't prepared. So if this is not something you're ready to do, it's okay, but I wanted to give you the idea in case it is. So the first thing I decided to do at the beginning of when all this COVID stuff happened, I decided that I started with my very first thing. If you're making a list, 1, 2, 3, 4, my first thing that I did was I made a decision to try. I made a decision to try to earn annual sales. That was the first thing I did. Is I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to make a plan, and I'm going to earn annual sales. What is annual sales? You're probably wondering. It is the award that you can earn every year. It does come with a bonus, which is kind of exciting. But if you sell 2,500 PRV on average every month, starting in the month of May through April of the next year, and that cumulative PRV equals 30,000 PRV, you will have earned the annual sales award. It is a significant award, and it's amazing to earn it. I think the closest I came was in 2017. I think I sold 20,000 in Scentsy that year. And but I was still 10,000 off, and I didn't even know it was an annual sales thing existed. So I decided, you know what? I want to be a director. I want to excel in my business. This is something that I'm going to aim to earn. So that's what I started with, my decision to try. The next thing I did is I broke down my goal. I broke down, what is 2,500 PRV every month for 12 months? What does that look like? How am I going to get that done? Do I want to do parties? Well, I can't do parties. What are my other alternatives? So then I adjusted my method. That was number 3. I adjusted the method in which I was going to get my PRV. So I had to get really good at Facebook parties. I had to make sure, because Facebook parties, they are more challenging than a regular home party. They are more challenging in that people get so easily distracted online. Okay, baby girl. What happened? You're going to play upstairs with your sister? Okay, go. Go careful on the stairs. Turn the light on. My husband's not home yet. So I knew we were going to do home parties. Home parties, I can easily do 400 PRV, no problem. I get 10 people to attend. It's a fun night. I get to see people in person. But Facebook parties are a little bit more challenging, so I had to get better at them. I had to go in and look on YouTube, and I had to see and ask other people, what are you doing in your parties? How are you making them successful for you? So I tried the bingo party. The bingo party has been a hit for me. I've loved the bingo party. I've taught you guys the bingo party. What, baby? Oh, Emma, you have to wait for your sister. Cora, about 5 more minutes and then you have to come inside. It's getting dark, okay? All right. Thank you guys for your patience, by the way. So I learned new ways. I learned bingo parties. The other thing that I decided to give another attempt to, which is something that I failed at previously because I was not ready, but it was mailers, and holy cow, mailers have done wonders for my business. You may already be sending out samples every month. If you were doing that, that's amazing, and I'm already so proud of you because it's a commitment to make. But you want to also be making sure that when you decide to do mailers, you're doing it in a budget conscious way. So you're going to have to figure out a way to make sure that you're still making money, because I don't want you to be spending money that is your personal family money on your Scentsy business. It should be the other way around. And I will say that in the beginning, when you are building your business and you're brand new, you are going to be taking a bigger chunk of your Scentsy income and reinvesting it into your business, only so that it can continue to grow. But you shouldn't be spending so much on your Scentsy business that you're not making anything. So you want to pay yourself first, and with what's left over, that's what you budget into your Scentsy business. So that's what can be paying for host rewards when you pay for half of whatever you've offered the host. So start small, offer a room spray so that it's only $4 out of that. That's my point. I can get into that, but I'm not going to, because I don't want this to be that training. If you have questions about it, let me know and I can answer more your questions. So mailers. How I did them. I'm going to show it to you. Hopefully I do this in an appropriate manner. I'm probably going to unlist this because I don't unlist the video on YouTube because I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've done this in the right way where I'm not sharing anybody's personal information that I shouldn't be, but I know you guys will not do anything with just their name. So here I am on the workstation. I have gone to contacts. So when you first go on to contacts, normally, right here, can you guys see that okay? There is a choose columns button. What I've done is I've chosen the columns and I've only had their name. I've deleted everything, all the other categories. So I've deleted the address, I've deleted their last purchase, I've deleted their state where they live and all that sort of information. But normally you would have that available to you. You would be able to see that. You would go ahead and then export this to Excel. So there's a little button right above there. What it does for how I have my computer set up is I export it. It pops up right down here. What I simply do is I take that and I drag it to my desktop so I can really easily find it. Then I go to my drive, which is on Google. If you just type in google.com/drive, you can set up a drive account for free. But with a drive account, why I like to do it here is it doesn't take up room on my computer, and I always have access to it even if I'm not at home or if I don't have my laptop, I can just sign on to Google. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a new Google Sheets, which is a lot like Excel, or if you have a Mac, Numbers. It's like the Numbers Excel program. So you're going to create a spreadsheet. What you're going to do then is you're going to take your exported list, wherever that happened to land on my, hold on, the wrong button. Oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to file, import. So we're going to find that list that exported already that includes every single one of my customers, no matter when they purchased. So it's working right now. It's currently uploading it. I have a big export list, so apologies for it taking so long. Where is it? What's it asking me to go to? We're going to do it to Scentsy for now. select. Okay, so normally, okay, so I don't want to take too much time on this. So I think it's taking a long time because it's such a big list. But normally, it would populate on your screen, and what you would do is then you would have their names. Like the name would be here, their purchase date. I only do the purchase date, their address, their apartment number if they have apartment number, their city, their state. Totally misspelled that, but you guys get it. Zip code, and I think that's it. Everything else, all the other columns, I delete. I don't need it. I don't need it for this. I just need to know when did they last purchase and their address. And this is again for mailers. So what I then do for my mailers is I delete everybody who has not purchased in the last 3 months. So I only send, in other words, let me rephrase that. Sorry. I only send, Christina's there. Oh, sorry, Christina. I only send mailers to the people who have purchased in the previous 3 months. So for October, I only sent out people who purchased in September, August, and July. For people who purchased, well, I started this in May. So I started doing this in May, and I only had people who purchased through February through April. So I always try to send them in the beginning, the first half of a month. I'm not perfect, sometimes a little later, but as long as it's in that month, it doesn't matter to me. So again, I started this in May. I sent out 38 mailers to people who had purchased from me between February and April. So only the last 3 months. The February people, I think I had 3 of them. Again, I don't know. I was not doing high on PRV, by the way, if you couldn't tell, with only 3 people. So with those mailers, the ones that had the purchase on that last month, or the month farthest away, I let them know this is going to be your last month getting mail. If you want to keep getting sample mail from me, then you need to make another purchase. And I have it worded in a different way, like it's a little bit nicer. Let's see if I can find it really quickly so you guys can see what it says. But it says something like, oh goodness, I should have had that pulled out already. I'll find it, and I'll everything that I'm talking about when I share this video, I'll share screenshots below in the comments so that you have it. Okay, so what happened when I started doing this? So in May, again, I sent 38 mailers for the people who had purchased the previous 3 months. June, I sent 62. I didn't double it. It's not quite doubled, but it's almost 30. No, it's like 20 something extra, 25 extra people purchased from me from these mailers. 8 of those were people who had reordered, like people who had previously purchased bought again because of the mailers. I don't know, but I just know that they reordered. All right, so you're probably thinking, well, what does this mean to your PRV? So my PRV in May was 2,500. Again, that was my first month I decided to try for the annual sale, so I was very intentional with my time. Do you save pictures in Google Drive too? I just saw that, Melissa. I do have a file I don't access Google Drive on a daily basis, but I do have pictures saved there. It's just not, it's more easily done for me if I have my pictures saved on my desktop, because I have easier access to them faster. But I do have them there saved to answer your question. Okay.
Danielle?
Huh?
Danielle?
Yeah.
I have a question for you, real quick. Do you do mailers, or do you do it like twice a month? Or?
It's just once a month. Yeah. I'll show you what they look like here in just a second.
Okay, no worries. I was just wondering. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's just once a month. Good question though. So then in July, again, sending them the previous 3 months, April through June. Oh, are you still talking? Miranda, I can barely hear, like you keep cutting out. I can't hear you. When you have a chance to, can you type it? I can't hear you. Can you type it in the comments when you have a chance? I know you're driving right now. I don't want you to do it now.
I can ask her and then tell you if you want.
That works.
All right.
I can't hear you. She's frozen now. she's at a red light. I'm not sure. You're frozen now. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm driving. I think.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
No worries. It's okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Type it when you have a chance. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to mute you. I'm so sorry. All right. It's okay. I think we both feel bad. Okay. So July, I had 85 mailers to send, which means I added another 20-ish, 15, no, 25, another 23. And then I had 15 people reorder. So 15 people were purchasers again, and they had been purchasing in one of those last 3 months. In August, I had 87, which was about the same, and only 2 more extra people. And then I had 17 people reorder, 17. So increased again by 2 people, but there are 17 people who purchased again, who had already purchased in the last 3 months. In September, and some of them, I think probably 5 of them are Scentsy Club, so I do have a small handful of Scentsy Club members. In September, 85, so about the same. I don't actually have, I don't know what happened. I think I may have deleted it by accident. I don't know how many reordered, but I do have October's. Here's where it gets crazy when you compare from 6 months ago to today. October, I had 102 mailers that I sent out. So I had 102 people who had purchased in the months of July, August, September, which it definitely helps that it was the fall season, because that's when people are way more into Scentsy than they are in spring. In other words, it's easier because we have everybody wants their house to smell great. And I had 20 people who had reordered. So again, they had 20 people had purchased again that had purchased the last 3 months. The difference in my PRV this month, it's just not to brag. I don't want this to be braggy. Please don't make this, I don't want anyone to feel like this is what that's about. But I want to show you the power of consistency. I want to show you the power of being intentional with what you're doing in your business. And if it's not working for you the way you want it to work for you, don't do it. Because again, this is my second time trying out mailers. The first time completely failed because I was not ready. I didn't know what I was doing. I've learned a lot more since then. 4,208 PRV. I'm shocked because I've never had that high PRV. My previous record was 3,300, and that was in 2017. This is before Emma was born, when I had more energy. So this is something that you might want to consider working it into your business if your business can afford it. If you're getting paid $50 a month, that's maybe something that you're not ready for. But if you have, if you're paying yourself your income first, and then you're saving maybe a third of it to reinvest back into your business, or whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe at the beginning you have to, it'd be better if you reinvest 50% of what you're making. Pay yourself first. Don't make the mistake that I made where I did not pay myself for a long time, because I just wanted my business to grow so fast, and I just didn't know what I was doing. But I know what I'm doing now. I'm sharing you so that it saves you guys learning all this. And I want you to succeed faster than it took me to succeed. And so again, maybe invest half of it or a third of it, whatever you're uncomfortable with, knowing that you're going to invest it to make sure that it's making money for you eventually. You have to make sure that you're doing the following up. You're asking them, hey, you got my sample a week ago. How are you loving it? Did you want to place an order? Do you want to add it to your Scentsy Club subscription? Have you ever thought about hosting a party? Would you want to maybe earn money on your own purchases? Those are the questions and conversations you have to make this kind of thing worth it, but it is worth it, let me tell you. So the ins and outs of how I did this, I have a little flyer that I did. I waited for a sale. I don't ever buy something off of Vistaprint unless it's on sale. So sign up for the coupons. It's just that Sample of the Month Club. It says, thank you so much for your support. Being your Scentsy consultant means the world to me, and it really does. That's my little added. It really does. And to show you my appreciation for the next 3 months after your purchase, I'll be sending you Happy Mail with samples. Yay for mail that isn't bills. Hope you enjoy. And if you'd like to place an order, please reach out. I'm happy to help. And then my name, my phone number, my website, my Instagram, and my Facebook business page. At the very bottom, I have a little seed, and I put, if you could start a Scentsy gig at little to no out-of-pocket cost, would you? Just a little seed. So there you go. Has nothing on the back, but it has just that. And then, of course, it's got pictures of us as our team, and then a couple of my family, because that's why I do Scentsy. So what do I put on the back? I usually will take, I have stickers 2x4 stickers, or I'll just do like the 8.5 by 11 sticker, and I'll just fit as many as I can for whatever month that is, whatever I decide to say. So I'll change it up every month. This is June's. So I talked about Scentsy Club, and I put a little QR code that says scan me with your phone camera and check out Scentsy Club. So it's a link right to Scentsy Club to make it really easy for them if they wanted to join. And then it had information about Scentsy Club, and then it also talked about the always get your bar feature. It has my little picture too. In July, I wanted to start filling up my calendar with parties, so that I knew come September, if I continually have parties through the summer, it'll be a lot easier for me to already have parties booked, because I worked on it earlier in the year, if that makes sense. So I decided to talk about the last chance first glance. So a new catalog was coming. I wanted to book a party. So here's a little scratch and sniff. These are actually from Amazon, where you can buy the stickers. Can you see that? There you go. And on a roll, and it comes with like a, what's it called? Like a clear sticker, and then you have that scratch stuff on the top. So you can create, so on this little label that I created on the program that the stickers come with when I buy the stickers from onlinelabels.com, you can use their programming to create these stickers. So I added the verbiage of what they would earn. It says here, let's see, be among the first to get the new fall and winter catalog. Let's have an online bingo party for you and your friends sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I want to spoil you. Reveal your host gift here. So I had printed their gift from me, and then I put the sticker over it after it was printed. So then they would get this. I got 1 party booked. It wasn't a huge success out of 85 mailers, but I had 1 party booked. So hey, there you are. And it was a pretty decent sized party. That was my host, Michelle. Once they're labeled, then I will add them to these little guys. You guys, if you've gotten mail from me, you may have gotten these envelopes. They're from clearbags.com. And they're just the 4x6 size, and I want to make sure that I get the ones that are USPS approved so they can go through the mail. Then I add a sticker to it. I add my return address. These can ship as long as they're not thicker than 1 felt stamp. These can ship for a regular forever stamp. So 49, I think it's 49 cents is what they are. So there you are. I have them saved just because I like to know what I already said in previous months. So again, you have to invest time into creating them. You have to invest the products to mail them out. Maybe you're going to do something more simplified than this, and instead of getting the bags, which you don't necessarily need the bags, maybe you're just going to slap a sticker on there, which is a way more affordable when you're brand new. So it's not, don't ever think you're not doing enough. You're doing what's best for you and your business. Don't ever compare yourself. It's so hard not to compare yourself, but don't compare with what I do compared to what you do, because we are at different points in our business, and that's okay. So you can do just the sticker. Get the stickers. They're only $3 for 72 stickers for the scent of the month. Order that on the 1st. Get it by the 10th, maybe at the latest. Get them out by the 15th. Add the sticker, and ta-da. Now this is your sniff mail. They don't need more than just a little sniff anyways to know what it smells like. And if they like the way it smells, then you're going to follow up with them and say, hey, did you get my mail? I'm so excited. I sent out a mail thing to you. You're going to save your money on the clear bags. They're going to be excited to get something that's not a bill. You can even add like, hey, send me If you refer your friend to me and they buy something more than $15, I'll give you a scent circle. Like, it could be something like that. Or I'm looking for party hosts. The next 10 people who message me can get, you know, a room spray with their party on top of their host rewards. Whatever you want to give away, whatever you want to entice your people with, your customers with. At one point, which is really, really interesting to me, I printed out these little itty bitty $5 little slips. I did this like right on my computer, and I thought actually that printed weird, so technically it looks like that. Wax cash, right? I added one to every single mailer that I had sent out, and I marked on my Google spreadsheet who I had sent one to, because I did everybody who, not the last month purchase, but the previous two. So the ones that had not purchased in it 2 months or more. And I sent them this little wax cash. It says on the back, redeemable on any Scentsy order, $30 or more before tax and shipping. It has my website, my name, and my phone number. Who has reused this out of like at least the 80 or 60 that I sent? I don't remember when I sent it. One person. But that doesn't mean that they didn't order. I still had 20 people reorder in September, like from the reorders. It just means that they forgot about it, but they still ordered it. And if I remembered that they had it, I will give it to them on honest policy. But not everybody, like, they didn't remember they had this. So you could even do something where you say, hey, you haven't ordered in 3 months. I sent you wax cash this month. Not sure if you want to take advantage of the new things coming out for the new season, but if you have something on your list, this could be a way to entice them. Or you can say, hey, I'll double it if you want to host a party. I'll double this if you want to host a party. That's another way to get someone interested in hosting a party. So my way is not the only way to do this. There's so many other great ideas out there. I will give you a word of warning that if you go to YouTube and you go and search for other ideas, maybe take a little bit of this, a little bit of that from each person that you hear, take a little bit from me, apply what works best for you to your business. Don't get overwhelmed. If you're doing too much, if it feels like work, stop what you're doing and revisit it later. Revisit it later. Do not overwhelm yourself. Maybe you decide to start this in January. I just wanted to share what's been working really well for me so that maybe you might consider it in your future. But I don't want this to be a job. I want this to be fun. I look forward to this every month. Cora helps me put stickers on my stuff. It's been like our thing. She's like, Mama, are you making samples? I want to help. So sure, you can do the stickers. Something I trust her with. Eventually I'll have her do more because, you know, that's what kids are for. But anyways, okay, so what else I've done the last couple of months to help me in my business. So I learned new things. I learned how to do bingo parties really well. I learned how to do mailers. I revisit my goals every month. So number 4, if you're making a list of what I've done, number 4 is I track my goals. How I'm writing down what am I doing daily. I have a daily log. You can actually find one on the workstation I think it's called Daily Log. And you write down every day what your PRV is that day. If you, maybe it doesn't change but once a week, that's okay. It's really cool. And it makes you feel so proud when you look back. This is mine. You look back at 2017 or 2019, let's just say in 2019 for myself. In the month of February, maybe that's not a good month, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And you look, okay, what was I doing last year compared to this year? Oh, look, I have 200 more PRV this year than I did last year. That's really cool. And I have 1 extra teammate than I did last year, or I have 5 extra teammates, or I have 20 extra teammates. Over time, this is going to grow, and it's going to be really cool to reflect on, but it also gives you information on how you can plan your month, how you can plan your year. We have about 9 minutes left, so I'm going to wrap it up real quick. So I log daily. I log monthly. Every month I'm writing down, what did I do for the month? How did my month go? What worked really, really well and what worked not so well? Pardon me. I had a little dinner come up there. I also write down how I'm doing in my annual sales goal. So if I'm ahead or behind, I can make an adjustment. I can make a plan. I'm a little bit behind on my goal for the whole year if you are going for annual sales. Next month, I have to be intentional with my time, and I have to be intentional and book another party so that I can make sure that I can make up that difference. Or I'll do something extra, or I'll learn something new to help me grow my business. Here's number 5. This is probably one of the biggest things. You ready? I'm gonna drop it. 4 letters. Rest. Rest. It is so, if you're like me and you're excited about goals and you're excited about wanting to do all the things and you want to succeed and you have all these great ideas and you want to do all of them, but you are overwhelming yourself. You are overwhelming yourself to the point where you're stuck and you don't know where to start. You need to rest. You need to have balance. You need to do this for yourself so that you do not get burnt out. It is so easy to get burnt out, and where you're going and going and you're going and you don't take a minute to breathe and to relax and to remember why you're doing this. To remember that I'm doing this so I can spend more time with my kids. If I've not done that all day, like, I need to take a moment, and that is my priority. And my customers know that, so if they know that they cannot reach me right away, that's the reason. It's because I'm with my kiddos. Rest. Number 6, really, really big. Rest, but don't quit. That's number 6. Don't quit. So if you need time, if you need a breather, like, take a breather. Take a breather. I'm gonna still check in on you guys because that's just my job. That's what I do. But you need to breathe and don't quit. Come back to the drawing board. Remember why you did this, why you signed up in the first place, why you love Scentsy. Change your wax if it helps. I know that always puts me back in the mood. And then what I do to fill my cup up again when I'm like, oh, I've been at this for so long, I need to go and fill my cup up. And I go to YouTube and I go get inspired by other leaders. I go learn something new. I go see what they're doing in their business and see if it's something that I want to try. And if it's not something I want to try, I say, good for you. That works for you. It's not going to work for me in my business. And that's okay. We all are different. We're going to do our businesses differently. What's up, baby? Make it quick.
Have we had dinner already?
You haven't had dinner. I'll give you dinner in just a second, okay? And the next one is my favorite. It's to celebrate and take a moment to be like, holy cow, look how far where I've started to where I've come, and relish that moment because it's short-lived. And I know, like, it seems selfish sometimes to people that we take a moment to celebrate ourselves, but gosh dang it, this is not, I say it's simple. Our work is simple. We just got to share Scentsy. It's like adult show and tell. I've said that before. Patty Wonder says that. It's adult show and tell. It's sharing Scentsy. It's showing people how to use it. It's showing people why it's awesome. But it's to do it consistently, where you're building and growing every single month or maybe every couple months, because you are taking time to rest and celebrate and not quitting. What was my point? Celebrate. Remember why you do this? I don't remember what my point was. I totally got sidetracked by celebrate. All right. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys. Does anybody have any questions? We have about 5.5 minutes left. Any questions? I'll take pictures again like I showed you guys, or I told you guys. Feel free to unmute yourselves. By the way, too, I don't think anybody has. If you're looking, oh, someone is. Miranda, go for it.
Well, anyway, what I was trying to ask earlier, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize for the inconvenience of driving. I get good connection and sometimes I don't. Anyway, the mailers you were talking about, now, was it the what you showed me when you were doing coaching?
What did you say? The menus?
The mailers.
Mailers. I don't think so. I don't think I was showing you mailers. Or maybe was I showing you mailers? I don't remember. I have a terrible memory.
Okay, can you show me what you did for your mailers?
Yep. It just says at the top, it says see what's new, and then it has my website, sample of the month club. I'll take a picture of this and share it too. It says, thank you so much, da, 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 and let me know if you love it. And it has pictures so they can connect with who I am, personal pictures, and then my contact information, and then a little seed about if they could start a Scentsy thing.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
I'll take your pictures. And you know, this is not the only way to do this. Like yours does not have to look like mine. Go to Pinterest or go to Google or go to YouTube. YouTube is a really great source. Felicia Fitzgerald. I'll write her in the chat. Felicia Fitzgerald, or Fifi. She's also called Fifi Fitzgerald. She is the one who first started the mailer idea, or at least that's where I first heard of it. And she has great trainings on it too, Felicia Fitzgerald. She sings too. She's fun. Oh, I was going to share really quickly too. This is a report. This is called the BAR report, or the Business Analysis Report. It shows you your performance as a Scentsy consultant the last, I think, since 2017. So if you've only joined in this year, it'll only show you this year's.
Okay.
But it's really cool to reflect on, because you'll see, like, if you start growing a team, it'll show you what percentage of your commission is from your team versus your own sales. And it'll show you where you paid a title, how many people did you have access to, business report to kind of be in the know about. I don't remember what I was showing you the other night, Miranda. I'm so sorry. My brain sucks. Yeah, I'll send you a picture. If you have more questions, let me know. All right.
What you were showing me the other day? What you were showing me the other day was the brochure of everything on it, and then you put like a sample of a wax.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is that. So here's the product list.
There you go. That's what it was.
So sometimes, like, if I know a customer would love to see, like, if they would love to see the catalog, but sending a whole catalog is more expensive than just sending a product list. So I will fold this up totally. I will fold this up into the size that it would be to fit inside here, and I'll attach a little sample to that. Now you just have to be careful, because when it gets thicker, the thicker it gets, the more expensive it gets to mail.
Oh, okay.
So if
Hey, Danielle.
yeah.
Sorry. I need to get off. My aunt wants me to help her place an order.
Yeah, go for it, Jenny. Thank you for letting me know, but you're good. Go for it.
Okay. You ladies have a good night.
I have less than a minute, Miranda, so if I'm gone.
Bye. Sorry.
Bye, Jenny.
Okay.
If I'm gone, that's why. Not that I ended it.
Oh,
But
no. Sorry.
when it gets a little bit thicker, it's harder to mail, or it's more expensive to mail. So you just want to be careful and mindful. If they're already buying Scentsy, they've already seen the catalog likely. You can just send them, like, if they want a copy, because you are newer, you want to be careful of what you're spending on your business. I would definitely recommend sending a link. If they, like, maybe write on the little mailer, hey, if you want to see the catalog, text me and I'll send you the link, because that's way cheaper and better for your business budget than it is to mail them a whole catalog when you don't know if they're going to end up ordering.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And I will say that if you think it's a little bit less expensive to mail this one, and this has big pictures, so this could be an alternative, which is the showcase brochure. Unless I do send people, if they're really good customers, I will send them a catalog, no problem, no question asked. And I'll send everybody who is a host of mine a catalog, because obviously as a host, I want them to have the whole catalog. But when you're newer, this is much cheaper to send. This is, if you can get this folded pretty flat, you can only send it with a stamp. Alrighty. I hope, yeah, I was like, did I record that? I think I did. I was like, oh no, I just went all through that and I was worried. All right, well, hopefully that helped you, and I will hope you have a great rest of your night. And if you have more questions,